Hello everyone, my dear learners. Once again I am back with one more sweet and beautiful sonnet, that is Bright Star, composed by one of the greatest poet of the second generation of romantics, that is John Keats, who was born in 1795 and died in 1821 at the immature age, you can say that, or at the immature age of only 25. This very particular just a poem, that is a Bright Star, is a sonnet. Sonnet, you all of know that, is a 14-line poems. We have generally three kinds of sonnet: Petrarchan sonnet or Italian sonnet, Shakespearean sonnet or English sonnet, and Spenserian sonnet. This very particular sonnet is Shakespearean sonnet. Why? Because this sonnet is divided into four parts: three quatrains and a couplet, with the rhyme scheme, with the Shakespearean rhyme scheme: A B A B, C D C D, E F E F, G G. So let's begin this beautiful sonnet of John Keats and enjoy it. Bright star, would I were, I wish I were, steadfast as thou art. So see, the poem begins with what? Begins with apostrophe. Here he just addresses his words to bright star, that is pole star, that is known for its brightness as well as for its fixed place. It is the bright star, means pole star, that does not move from its place. It remains at it is. It is constant, fixed, and permanent. And here, just John Keats wishes to get the same. He says, I wish I were as fixed, as steadfast as you are, but it is impossible. He knows, nevertheless, he tries to imagine, he tries to express this strong kind of wish. He wants to be a star, just like the pole star means this pole star means this the bright star. But see, what does he want? He only wants the permanency. He only wants the permanency of this star, and he doesn't want the rest. He doesn't want the other features of the stars. Remember that. See, not in lone splendor means grand, hung, suspended aloft, high above this earth, the night. So he says, yes, I want your permanency, just as you are unchanged. You are fixed at a place in the sky. In the same manner, I want that permanency. But I just don't want to be alone like you. You're all the time alone, fixed in high above this earth in the sky. I don't want to be all alone like you, but I want your permanency. I want to be fixed like you, that not to be alone like you. See, and watching. So he says that you are fixed there high above this earth in the heaven, and all alone watching the activities just going on or happening all the time on this earth, with eternal permanent Lids apart means here lids apart stands for the eye. See this, the bright star is actually imagined or personified as a living, just as a human or as a living being who just whose eyes are all the time open and all the time watching. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want to be all the time all alone, to be all the time watching, just like the pole star is seen watching all the time down, down on the earth. He doesn't want this. Like nature's patient, very calm, very cool, full of patience, sleepless, having no sleep, ermite, hermit. This word can be replaced with hermit. So he says, you pole star, you are just like a hermit on the earth, just like a hermit who has retired, or who has renounced all the all the body pleasure, all the joys of the life, and all the time meditating in the same manner. You pole star is seen, you pole star is seen all the time watching, without taking active just part in those activities and actions that happen on this very particular just earth. You are unable to feel the warmth of that physical love we mortals are capable of feeling, or capable of enjoying. I don't want like you. I don't want to be a hermit on this planet, but you are a hermit, just like a hermit who has just renounced all the pleasures of the life and all the time meditating, all the time just keeps himself aloof from all the just activities humans do on this planet. In the same manner, you are far aloof from this very particular planet, high above in the heaven, watching all the time. I don't want this. He says, the moving waters at their priest-like task. So your moving waters means stands for the ocean. He says that what does the water of the ocean do, or what does the wave of the ocean do? The waves of the ocean all the time moving, particularly in the morning time. This earth is surrounded on all directions with the sea or by the sea, and the waves of the sea all the time are moving and washing and bathing and cleaning these chores of the humans, but are unable to feel the warmth of that physical love humans actually feel. So he says that you are just like an eremite, a hermit, who has renounced all the pleasures, who has taken a kind of a retirement, and only devote and only and has devoted all his life to the meditation of the God, or to the meditation of the nature, and has become a worshipper of nature. In the same manner, you are high above in the heaven from this earth. Of pure ebullition means cleansing round earth's human shows. I told you that what do the waves of the sea do? They go moving, they all the time just actually move and wash, wash, wash the wash the shores or the banks of the rivers or the oceans. See this? Or gazing on new soft fallen mask. Or, so he says, either he's talking, bear in mind, he's talking about the what? Pole star. He says, you pole star, either you watch what is going on this earth. Either you see the waves just cleaning and washing and bathing just bathing these bathing the seashores in the morning time, just as we humans, actually, the pure, devout Christians do before praying. They wash their hands, they wash their feet, they wash their body before start praying. In the same manner, the ocean washes these shores. So when the ocean is just busy in washing the shores or bathing the shore, what does this pole star do? The pole star watches. The pole star watches. He says, I just don't want only to watch. I just do want to take active part in those actions and activities young humans do or take part on this earth. So he says that either you watch this seashore, or sorry, sea, just the ocean washing the shores, or you see the snowfall falling and covering the mountains and the moors, means those barren, uncultivated, just a mass of lands. He says, I just don't want. So see here, the second quatrain of the poem ends, and now there is a volta in the ninth line of the poem, means in the first line of the third quatrain. Volta, Italian word that means for a change in argument, change in tone, change in the approach of thinking of the poet or of the speaker. So he says that you, pole star, all the time watching, all the time suspending, all the time hanging high above in the heaven from this earth, and either watching the sea, washing and cleaning and cleansing the shores, or you see the snowfall coming down and covering the mountains and the moors, means those uncultivated mass of lands, just like the white color sheet. So you do watch all these. He says, I just do not want all these. I just don't want myself to be like you, just watching these actions or these activities on the earth, but rather I want to take active part in the actions or activities actually humans take part. Actually, just he wants to feel the physical love. He wants to enjoy the physical love with his beloved. And unfortunately, the pole star is deprived of the warmth of the physical love that humans on this planet enjoy, and just and that they feed on that. See that what he says? No, yet still steadfast, still unchangeable. So he says, fine, I want to be steadfast and still and unchangeable like you, but I just don't want to be a mere spectator. To to watch from high, to watch from a distance how two young individuals just come closer and enjoy the warmth of the love, but rather I want to feel the warmth of the love with my beloved. That you cannot do that. He says, pillowed upon my fair love's ripening breast. He means to say that his beloved is still just growing in age and growing in maturity. It means she is not mature enough. She is not grown enough. She is not developed enough. So he says that what do I do? sorry, what do I want to do? I want to feel the physical proximity. I want to enjoy the intimacy, physical intimacy with my own beloved. I want to rest my head on her soft white snow like just a breast, and I want to feel the rise and fall of her breast with the coming and going of the breath. So generally, when we do, people just breathe in and out. What happened? Just our just chest, our body. Just when we inhale, when we take the breath in, it rises, it goes up. The just breath pushes our body up, and when we exhale, the body comes down, or the chest comes down. So he says that I want to enjoy the physical love, or I want to enjoy the intimacy with my own beloved by placing my head on her soft, sweet, maturing breast, and enjoy it on and on and on and on and on, non-stop. Say what? To feel forever its soft fall and swell means how the breath comes and how the breath goes. Awake forever in sweet unrest. How unrest can be sweet. Oxymoron is used. So he says that fine, I also want to be just watching all the time, waking all the time, just as you are. But enjoying the physical, enjoying the warmth of the physical love in the close and loving and sweet company of my own beloved. And if, see, what does he say in the concluding couplet of the poem? Still to hear her tender taken breath. And he says that putting my just a head or cheek, or resting my just a cheek on the soft white breast of my own beloved, I want to hear her breath all the time, on and on and on and on, non-stop, and so live ever. So he says, and this way I want to live this kind of life on and on, or else swoon to death. Or he says, if I'm not going to get this life of if I'm not going to spend my life with my own beloved, enjoying the warmth of the physical beauty, better I want to die. I just don't want to live the way you live, hanging all the time, watching all the time, without or without tasting the warmth of the love of the mortals. I just don't want to live this life just like you live. Yes, I want the steadfastness. I want that kind of a permanency you have in, in the heaven high above this earth. But I want to enjoy the warmth of the physical love. And if I don't get this, better I die. I want to die. Same, he says, either he wants to live, he says, so live ever, all the time. So he wants to live, enjoying the close company of his own beloved, or else wound to death, or he wants to die. He doesn't want to live at all. He wants death come. He wants soon means to fall upon. He wants the death to come and fall upon just him and kill him. He doesn't want to live this kind of a life without warmth of love, without the just the pleasure of the love, without the beauty of the love, this and that. And here we end this very particular poem, and I hope you must have enjoyed this beautiful just a sonnet from John Keats. Provided that you find some complication, do feel absolutely free and do let me know.